Hi, Nathan with Complete Water Solutions. So now we're going to talk about loading your RO system, the membranes, and then talk about the differences between the two end caps that you most likely will have in your RO system. So first we'll talk about loading your RO membranes. Now it's easiest if you can load them in the direction of flow. And what does that mean is that if you take a look at your arrows, you'll notice this is your flow path of your RO system. So the water is entering in the bottom of this housing and flowing down that way. And so it's key to make sure that you have your brine seal down at this end. Now on this other RO housing here, the flow is coming this way, so the brine seal, and you should load your RO membranes down from the opposite end. It makes it a lot easier. So you're just going to go ahead and just push this RO membrane in, and then you just keep on going. Now, if you have a lot of RO membranes or you have other additional RO membranes, it won't go in that easy. This housing actually only had one in it, so it was pretty easy to push through. But we do make a tool that will allow you the opportunity to push the RO membranes in as easy as possible, and as well as sliding out the old ones. So if you're interested in that tool, visit our website to learn more. So next we'll talk about the various different end caps. So we have two different end caps here. This particular end cap has what we call a thrust collar on it. Now on plastic RO end cap housings, it'll be similar in style. There'll be a thrust collar, it'll be just made out of plastic and so on and so forth. So this thrust collar allows the 8-inch RO membrane to seat up against here, and with the exerting force of water and pressure, it will not allow the RO membrane to what we call telescope or telescope out. So this thrust collar keeps that RO membrane from scoping out and potentially opening up and causing damage. And the RO thrust collar will go down at the end of the housing with the arrows. So on housing number 1, that thrust collar will be located down at the other end. Housing number 2, the thrust collar is going to be down here on this end. So we would just install it like so. So now, what does the other RO housing end cap look like? Well, this is what the other one looks like. You notice that there's no thrust collar on it. It doesn't need it. This RO housing end cap would go either on this housing because the water flow is going that way, or it would go on this housing which the water flow is going the same direction. So it too would just go install on this end of the RO system. So you have one with a thrust collar and one without a thrust collar. To learn more about thrust collars and RO housings and membranes and how they work, visit our website at www.complete-water.com.